Hi everyone, I hope you're well. It's Lisa here from Lisa's Healing and Everything. I haven't done a wee video for a while, so I wanted to do a video today to cover off a subject which I have, it's come up and come up again, and I have been dealing with this through some of my clients as well. So I thought if I put a wee video together, it might help others. The purpose of the video today is to talk to you about energy blocks within. And if you're the sort of person that the same things keep happening to time and time again, and you always think to yourself, why does this keep happening to me? Then it's more than probable that it's because of a roadblock, a block in your energy that could have been there for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years or more. That doesn't serve you anymore. So we can work towards clearing that. I can talk you through how to do that, but the kind of thing to do first and foremost with releasing energy blocks is bring them to the surface. Now, we've all had things happen to us in the past, or even currently, which would be the past anyway, that has affected us in some way. Now, it could be something from our childhood, or as I say, it could be something now. And what we do is we hold on to all these emotions, whether they're negative or whether they're positive, and they don't serve you anymore, so they really don't need to be there. Now, just like we would wash our own physical bodies every single day, it's just like a way of cleansing your insides and your emotional field, and really cleaning it up so that you can attract what it is that you deserve and what it is that you're wanting to attract in life. So first of all, you must acknowledge what it is that you've got within yourself that doesn't serve you anymore, or is negative, or is fearful, or is of a low vibration. Now, an easy way that I find is if I just sit with pen and paper and I just write out things that happened to me in the past that made me feel fearful, depressed, low, angry, not good enough, whatever it may be. It's a process. It's not something that you're going to fix with doing this one bit of writing and clearing. It's something that you'll have maybe many of different things that you want to clear away, but start, with the one thing, or just any one thing randomly, and clear that away first before you set your intention on clearing anything else. So just pick one subject that really is affecting you on going forward in life positively, and it could be something like attracting the same sort of person in your life all the time, whether that be a loved one or a love relationship or a friend, but it's not really giving you what you need. Maybe it's the same sort of patterns that keep happening. And you'll know what I'm talking about with these relationships. They start off being something and then end up being something else, and it's like a reminder of somebody else that you've had before that and before that and before that. And it's only because really you're attracting that person to you because that's what you hold within you, which is part of your energy field. Energy attracts, attract likes. Energies emitting from yourself, and you're attracting someone with that same sort of vibration. So basically, if you get it cleared, then you can kind of start afresh. So that's just an example of one of the roadblocks or one of the energy blocks within you that could be. Also a big one is finances. A lot of people have a lot of roadblocks with finances and energy blocks. They feel that it's out with their reach, it's never going to happen. They would have to save, I would have to save up for 15 years to do this. Money doesn't grow on trees. All that sort of attitude is a negative energy that you're placing into any fears that you've had or any attachments to lack of money. So that's constantly going to be there until that's released as well. As I say, it's a process. Whatever it is that you want to release, do that first and foremost, and then move on to something else. You'll have layers and layers of things that you have within you that needs to be released, any blocks within your energy. So it's really just about taking time and going within and being very honest with yourself, because it's yourself that is needing the healing, and it's yourself that carries yourself forward in life. And if you want to go on a nice positive path forward, then it's something that you'll have to do. You'll have to do this. You'll have to stick with it. It's there for you. So it's just, you know, my guidance towards that, if you want to take it. What you really need to do is, when you bring it to the surface by like writing or typing or whatever it is, you would normally have an attachment to it, an emotional attachment, whether it be fear, anger, it makes you feel sad when you're recalling up that memory. What you need to do with it is recall the memory, but don't have any attachment to it, don't have any thinking towards it, positive or negative. Imagine it just like you're talking to someone that you don't know and they're telling you something about themselves. You won't have any attachment to that person, so you don't have any judgments about it. You don't have any emotions attached to it. That's kind of what you need to do, but you're just picturing that being yourself. Any thoughts that come to the surface, just let them pass, just let them, write them down, just let them come to the surface without any judgment at all. And what you're doing is you're not putting in an energy towards that, something that you didn't want and you don't want to have within you anymore and you want to get rid of. You're not putting any negative attachment onto it, so you're not kind of feeding it more negativity. It becomes less and less as you become more impartial when you're doing your process. I hope this makes sense. It makes sense to me, but if it doesn't make sense the way telling you, then just let me know and I'll try and explain it a different way. But that's really all you need to do. Bring it to the surface, don't attach any emotions to it, and simply let it go. Even by affirming something like, when you're ready, when you've written all your things that you've written and you're ready to release it, just affirm something like, I'm ready to release this. I now release this. And you can burn it or you can rip it up. I love to burn it. I think that's a great way of you can see it physically deteriorating in front of your eyes until it goes into ash, and then it's completely away. So to me, that's a nice way of getting rid of it. But I do this all the time and I still do it. You know, I'm not like saying I'm perfectly healed and whole. I'm on a transformation. I'm on a learning curve. I'm you know, stepping forward each time that I learn something. I'm going through the process. I'm working on it on a daily basis. So you need to do that as well, if that is something you're wanting to do in life. I'll talk a bit more about this, and this is where you'll begin into your imagination. I'll guide you through doing like kind of, it's not a meditation as such, but maybe like a kind of a visualization of how to again go into your energy field and sense any blocks or negativities and release them. I'll talk about that in the next video. This was really just scratching the surface of what I wanted to share with you in terms of, we all have all these blocks within us, but you know, the first thing to help you heal and get rid is acknowledgement. So you have to be very honest with yourself. Pen to paper is brilliant. Sometimes you just start writing things that you don't even know that you were hurt by or whatever. So it's a great process. Do try it. If it's something you want to change in your life and you don't want to keep having the same things happen over and over again, then try this process and keep up to date with me. Subscribe so you can see the next video, as I'll begin into that a bit more further, and I'll kind of guide you through some sort of kind of meditation, non-meditation. So just like a walkthrough, and you can kind of tweak it to suit yourself. So I hope you find this useful, guys. As I say, if something that I've said doesn't make sense, let me know. Please subscribe and put a wee like on my page, because that way I'm getting to kind of spread my good information and guidance with a lot more people. Take care. Love and light. Bye bye.